Yo, Reds fam, what's going on? And welcome back to another episode of the Detroit Tigers franchise series. The last episode, we made some pretty big adjustments. We added David Peralta. We've added George Springer. I believe we added one more arm to the bullpen. I believe it was Alex Colomé that we picked up. Yeah, it was definitely Alex Colomé that we picked up. And so far, we're setting ourselves up for a really good run at the season. Last season, we won, I believe it was 95 games that we won. So we're kind of close to, and we did get eliminated the first round, unfortunately, but we were still pretty close to making it to our goal. So I believe this is going to be a big year. It's 2021. And also, we have been keeping our eyes close to Casey Mize, who I believe might actually get the call this year. He might get the call this year. We might actually call him up at some point if we do need some pitching. If our starting rotation needs some help, we can potentially call up Casey Mize, who probably right now might be our number one rated rated prospect. Okay, he's number two. He's the second highest rated prospect, and I believe we have somebody else, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we got Matt Manning, Franklin Perez, David Quisenberry, I think, entered himself. He got entered into the top 50. Is it top 50? Yeah, it's top 50. Actually, he's not, but whatever. David Quisenberry, for me, is a top 50 prospect. But let's go ahead and continue on, folks, with the episode. We are the 11th ranked team. Basically ran away with our division last year. The only competition that I see in our division would be either the Twins or the Indians. That's pretty much it, honestly. So we're going to continue on. We're going to simulate the first part of the month to see kind of how we get off. All right, currently 14-9. Kind of weird that we're 14-9, but let's go ahead and check out on the stats. These are the early stats, so we're gonna look at these with a little bit of a grain of salt. We're not really gonna care too much about this. Miggy is hitting out of his mind. Puig is struggling. Hopefully he gets his stuff together there. We also have Nicholas Castellanos, who's not hitting too bad. George Springer's off to a hot start. Marmo Gonzalez, 247. And then we have Cameron Rupp. I was hoping to put Jake Rogers in. I don't know why they put in Cameron Rupp. But wait, hold on. Where is David Peralta? And David Peralta is injured. He had a fractured leg. He's going to be out for a month or two. So he's going to be out for quite a while now. David Peralta, the one that we literally just signed this offseason, is out for quite a bit. Quite unfortunate. But, hey, it happens in baseball, man. It happens in baseball. Let's take a look at the pitching staff, see how we're getting off to. 5-0 with the 150 for Garrett Cole. 2-1 with the 403 for Keiko. Porcello's doing pretty good. Matt's not doing the best. And actually, he's not that bad. Not that bad. I've always started to see as ERAs in the 4s is bad, but they're not really that bad. If it's a low 4, it is not that bad at all. Take a look at the bullpen. Sky Alexander not getting off to the best of starts to the season. Neither is Keiko. Kimbrough, Edgar Santana either. And then Colomé is having himself an amazing season. Has not allowed a run so far. So we'll continue on and continue simulating, and then we'll see if anything happens. Alright, so we've simulated a little bit ahead. We're 31-23. We're 4.5 games back of the Indians. The Indians seem to be having a really good time over there. So hopefully things don't go bad here. We do Peralta's injured still, but we lost Funkhauser, man. A torn pectoral is gonna be out for a month or two. Funkhauser, I was definitely gonna call him up to AAA if he's not in AAA already. David Peralta should be back with us soon. Checking up on the lineup one more time. I don't really want to continue checking in and then backing out. But Cameron Rupp seems to have taken over that catcher's role. We're gonna leave him at catcher. He's doing his thing out there, so we're gonna leave him and gonna let him ball out and do his thing out there. But everybody else is a lot more cold than hot. Puig is starting to get it rolling a little bit. Ironically, our hottest hitter seems to be Miggy. And this seems to be Miggy's last year, as he is decreasing by quite a bit. But he's having a really good season. 12 home runs, 30 RBIs, 238 average. 328 average. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. Let's go ahead and check on our stud in Casey Mize. How is he doing? A 4-4 with a 3.75. Okay. It's not that bad. Quisenberry with the 303. Alex Fado. Bro, we have an abundance. of studs that we can actually call up. Franklin Perez are having the best of times down there, and we also have one coming up. Spencer Watkins is apparently doing something there. Okay, Spencer Watkins. So yeah, Casey Mize, if he gets that ERA down by a little bit, he might actually get called up. I mean, why not? Why not call him up? You know, never know what could happen with Casey. So now that I'm looking at the team, I don't know if there's really any spots that we need to improve on. I would love to have a better second baseman, a more established second baseman. Even though Josh Harrison isn't doing too bad, just having another superstar, looking for another superstar might be the move for us to do. We have Joan Moncada, who is a pretty young stud, 87 overall. He can actually play second base. If we could find a way to pick him up, as well as Jorge Alfaro, I would not mind picking up Jorge Alfaro. Let's see what we can possibly do to pick up Jorge Alfaro. Is there any trades that we can do to pick up Jorge? I guess the Marlins do not want to give us Jorge Alfaro. It'd be nice to pick up. He's pretty much an absolute monster. Okay, 34 years old. I did not know that Jose Abreu was this old. I don't know if it's just the game, but he was probably like what, 30 in real life, but I didn't know. So yeah, we need to look here. Let's try to see if we can pick up ourselves a Moncada. So they want Quisenberry, Puig, and Jeimer Candelario for Yoan Moncada. Even though he is 25, and it would make sense for us to pick him up. I don't know if we'll give up that much for him. Anthony Ren, yeah, we're not gonna. Yeah, good fucking try, motherfucker. We're not giving you frigging Rendon, but let's see if they'll budge in for something here. Okay, let's see if they'll budget for something. Maybe if we give him Miggy, trade Miggy, and they do need a center fielder. Das Cameron, Derek Hill, George Springer, and they don't even want George Springer. Like, these guys are in on it, bros. Puig helps a lot, but I guess they don't really want Puig. So I don't think we're gonna get this deal done. He's young. It's gonna be hard to pick him up because they're gonna be very, very stubborn with what they want to pick, what they want in return for him. So we're not even gonna bother with that. We're gonna stay with the team that we have. Chris Taylor's always a good person to pick up in franchises because he's a super utility guy. Can basically play anywhere in the field. Chad Pinder, 83 overall, not a bad player. Hector Rendon has not allowed a run so far in 4 innings pitched. I mean, it is 4 innings, but he had a pretty good season last season. So maybe that might be somebody that we decide to pick up. But let's continue simulating, folks. We're gonna be stopping right before we're gonna be stopping in the 21st, just so we don't get way too ahead of ourselves. And yeah, let's continue. All right, and now we are at the first year player draft, 2021 draft. Let's go ahead and draft ourselves the next stud. We do have the 24th pick in the draft because we had a really good season. So yeah, dropped us down in the rankings for the draft picks. And who do we really need? Okay, who do we really need? We do need some starting pitching. Some starting pitching. We don't necessarily need an abundance of starting pitching, but we would like to have a starting pitcher. At least pick one up in the draft. And I believe we can pick up Kevin Kibblehouse. We're gonna pick up Kevin Kibblehouse. He's the best option that we have. So Kevin, welcome to the squad. All right, second pick. Who do we really want? Right fielder Oliver Wall. Let's take a look at Oliver. Wow, he has, holy shit, wait, hold on. He has the max speed that you can basically get. Like, this guy is a freaking monster. Doesn't have good power, but he has high contact, high vision. Basically a speedy outfielder. And we're gonna draft Oliver Wall. Not bad. All right, next round we have a pick here, Brett Lusk. Lusk doesn't seem like the most overwhelming player. 55 overall. I mean, the overall doesn't really matter right now. 24 years old. We look at Will Collier, and wow, holy shit! Look at this guy. 20 years old, 65 overall. I think we're gonna draft Willie Collier. This might be our best class so far of draftees. So let's go ahead and draft Willie Collier. All right, so now we are over at I believe this is the 3rd or 4th round. We have Kenny McMahon. We're going to be looking at to draft as our shortstop. Okay, not too bad. not too bad. He tends to hit more. He tends to be more of a pull hitter. So, you know, it's not bad. It's definitely not bad, but he doesn't have the good amount of power. He has average power. He has pretty bad power, but he's been scouted to having a well above and above average on his contact. So maybe we can draft Willie. Let's go ahead and draft Willie McMahon and see how that turns out for us. All right, we've gone through with the draft now. Let's go ahead and look at the picks that we've had, and we have okay. We should be getting David Peralta back in in a moment's time, and checking on the pitching staff, seeing if we could have to call up somebody. We might call up. Actually, yeah, we might call up Casey Mize in the next episode. Maybe bring him up for Colin McHugh. And then we got to take a look at the bullpen. Bullpen is starting to shape up a little bit. Edgar Santana not having himself the best of season. We might have to send him down and call somebody up, because that 8.59 ERA does not look too pretty. So yeah, we're gonna call down Edgar Santana. We're gonna call him down, move him down to AAA, and we're gonna call up Daniel Norris, who we DFA'd. Oh, he's not even in the 40-man roster. We're gonna call him up. We almost got rid of him, and he's having a really good season at AAA. So might as well call him up and see what happens there, and see what can be good for us. We got Michael Fulmer, who is in class. Wait, why is he in class A? What the hell? Move him up to AAA, to AA, excuse me. Why was he in class A? That was pretty weird. Let's see. Colin McHugh, Casey Mize having himself a solid season. It's not bad. Alex Fado with a pretty good ERA, and then Matt Manning is having himself an amazing season. Franklin Paris, not the best, but let's go ahead and continue on just a little bit. We're gonna simulate. Actually, we're gonna stay on right here. We're gonna simulate over to the 21st to see how we actually end up doing. Not bad. You know, we're picking up a lot of L's. A lot of L's early on in the season is not what we need, but that win streak is definitely what we needed, folks. 46-31. We're 3 games away from the Indians, so it looks like it's going to be a battle between us and the Indian for that #1 spot. We should be in the top in the wild card, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we should be on top with the White Sox, but it's too early to think about the wild card. It's time for us to start, you know, just get ready and ball out. We do get back David Peralta. We do get him back. We're going to put him in for Nicholas Castellanos, who has not been doing the best. And then Jaimer Candelarios seems to be injured. He could play first base. He has a head concussion. But Miggy is starting to slow down. I see it coming. Miggy is starting to slow down a little bit. And yeah, we're going to have to see what we do, folks. But that is going to be it for this episode. A pretty simple episode, but still a very informative episode. We got through the draft. We ended up looking at some of our prospects, trying to explore some trades that did not end up happening. But folks, that is going to be it. If you guys have any trades that you guys want me to do, I'm going to show the squad here. If you guys want me to do any trade that you guys think it should be beneficial, let me know down in the comments down below, and I will try to get it done for you guys. Take a look at the pitching staff as well, so you guys can look at it. Let me know what trades we should do and what additions and call-ups should we do. Should we call up Casey Mize in the next episode? Should we call up another one of our prospects? Let me know down in the comments down below. But this has been your boy Rezzy. Make sure to hit that like button and also drop a sub for the boy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.
When I pull up, you can't see lady. Too many bitches just wanna be my lady. Talking much, shut up and